start for a presentation. My name is Quinten Gooijer. I'm with the company Temple Housing. What we do, what we build. There's the first one. Just quickly for orientation, where we are not much involved in building or thinking of concepts or in the political area of promising things. We're very much builders and constructors. But somehow it fits in a bigger picture. And that's what the presentation is about. What we actually do, we fill, let's call it urban gaps in the city. And we've identified a big number of them. On this one, where we have built something, we will see that later on this one, for the student housing. And we've also found gaps for building something for lost kids. We'll come to that later. Or for, okay, I have to go on. Many possibilities. This is an example of one of the urban gaps. They stay empty for a long time because of the planning issue. It takes much time to fill it in with final plans. So what we do, we'll make it temporary, what we fill in. And the next one is just another example of a corner that you will find in many cities. This one is in Seattle, where you could quickly build something in a city, in this example, where there's a big housing need. And the next slide will show, if you have something like a temporary quick building system, how you could do that. This is an architect from Seattle. They have developed something, and you can see you could easily and quickly project it on that location. And it fills in another gap in the city. And it's actually not only literally the empty spaces in the cities, or the urban gaps. It is also to do with the mismatch between what we develop in housing solutions and what actually is needed in the market. It's very complicated to quickly react on the demand for specific types of housing. It could be for young people, old people, for many groups. And in these gaps is where we operate actually. And how you do that, I've presented a quick tour for you, how you can be successful in filling gaps in cities. Waiting for the next slide. Just quickly 6 groups that were identified. Many more of them. They're everywhere. People without a home, or students looking for a house, or elderly people. You see that they've already lost their roof. Or the girl in Sudan, and girls like this you find them everywhere in the world. We have to do something about it. Very important. And the other 2 groups. Now, how do you quickly build something for them? What we say, just ask your children, or ask any child, how would you do this? Well, stack boxes as much as possible and as many as possible. And that's the solution. That's actually what we do. We use the shipping containers as a building solution. And the choice for the shipping container is that it's a worldwide standard. There's no country where you cannot find the shipping container. It's a perfect tool to create housing quickly and affordable for many groups. How do you do that? You have to control the cost. Building houses is expensive. What we did, we went east because the labor cost in China is much lower, and we pay something like 40 times more per hour than the workers in China. For example, this lady truck driver on a ferry in China that I saw. And as I just explained, our choice to build and prefabricate the units in China is to reduce the cost. The manufacturing power in China is phenomenal, and it will stay that way for the next decade, at least as we expected. So one element is to keep the cost low. Another thing is to be as mobile as possible. Whatever we build on whatever urban gap, it's easy to relocate it after a number of years. So it's a quick solution, it's affordable, and it's mobile. It's sort of flying solution, flying city. As one would say, on the lower right corner, where you could see is that the houses just fit on a standard truck. You could ship them everywhere. This is a simple solution as we have applied it in Amsterdam, just bolts and nuts. So if you have to go away after a number of years, then you can just take apart the building, put it on a truck and go to the next location. Not only just stuff people in containers as a solution, but have a good eye for detail and offer a basic luxury that we all would expect. On the one hand, it's just a shipping container. On the other hand, it's a luxury home. for many people. It could be temporary, it could be final. What we also find in our projects very important is that we create a social structure in that sense that it's a transparent design. It's easy to get in contact with your neighbors. This is an example in Delft where you see a temporary setup that has a closed front. It's not easy to contact your neighbors because it's all closed off. We like to have the transparent setup. Same is shown here. The most rewarding thing is building temporary housing projects is happy tenants. And we were successful in that. And that's actually the result. Shipping container on one hand, affordable, and we built a village of 1,000 shipping containers in Amsterdam for students, which is a unique project. And we keep innovating more. This is a hotel design that we want to apply in the southern part of Europe. It just folds out, and you can use it as even a 3- or 4-star hotel. And afterwards you can fold it in again and move to the next location. Which brings me to the statement that we think that these kind of temporary solutions are very important for cities, are a vital element. Because there will always be gaps, we have to fill them, we have to do something useful for them. And in the best case you will also help people who need a roof over their head.
Thank you, Quinten. And the last is